You know who my counter heavy deck is?
Atraxa.
What? Ew, no. I have I'm a man of culture, okay?
All right. Tell me what colors it is, and I'll guess.
Blue red.
Blue, red,
I'll give you three guesses.
blue, red.
Blue red.
Oh, oh, this is gonna be tough actually. What blue one red creature deals with +1/+1 counters?
What?
Wait, you didn't say +1/+1 counters. You just
No.
said,
I said it's counter heavy. No, counter control.
oh, like counter spells.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like charge counters on permanents, uh, stuff like that, not counter spells. Uh, your blue
Ah.
red, your blue red commander is probably, I don't know, probably like one of the Niv Mizzet.
Nope, it's not Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet's in the deck, but he's not the
Uh,
leader.
is it Mizzix of the Grand? You know the guy,
No.
Mizzix the Grand. Okay, I don't know. Uh,
It's a 3 mana commander.
Three mana commander. Uh, So it's not Nin the Pain Artist. It's not.
That was the previous leader of the deck when it would just it was oh my god, it was such a fucking let's everybody draw your decks. Okay, now I'm gonna kill all the creatures in play. Vicious Shadow's gonna kill everyone but me.
Yeah. Wouldn't be. Are you in the Shifting Flames? That's the Sphinx guy. Not gonna be the god either. Uh, is it like, I don't know, Joyer of the Gitcho?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Didn't expect to get that. That one used to be really popular back in the day because you could. It was one of the best commanders for cheating in like big dumb stuff.
Everything.
Yeah, nowadays people are like, you have to wait 4 turns. What?
Well, what's funny is I'll cast delay on like someone's commander and they'll make the really dumb decision to let it go into exile and suspend.
Oh no, yeah, that's always a mistake.
And I'm like, okay, so it's going on suspend. Like, yeah, it'll just be out in 3 turns. I can't recast it within 3 turns anyway. And I'm like, okay. And then I'll play something that's like X and a red, put X time counters on a suspended permanent, and it'll just be suspended for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I played a brawl game recently where people you should whenever given the choice, do I want to send my commander to the command zone or leave it any zone besides like the graveyard? Uh,
Yeah,
I'll let it sit in the graveyard. The graveyard's fine because you can just exile from the graveyard, like it's whatever. But
right.
I like
If the
uh
only time I don't immediately send it back to the great or command zone, if it's going to end up either in my hand or the graveyard.
yeah, if it
Any
goes to the graveyard, then it's like yeah, okay, we can take a like risk assessment here. Like, is it going to be cheaper for me to reanimate it? Like what?
right. That also depends on which commander I'm playing. Because if I'm playing
But I
Dragon, there's not a ton of reanimation in there. So
yeah
if Dragon goes to the graveyard, he might be there for a while.
yeah
But I
I
mean,
sky
by the time Dragon comes out, the game's normally over anyway.
I Skyclave apparitioned somebody's commander in a game of Brawl the other day, and they let it get exiled because I guess they wanted the token, and I was like, buddy, I don't think you understand what you've just done. You don't get this back when Skyclave apparition goes away.
Yeah.
It's just exiled now. Like, and like 2 turns later, he killed the Skyclave apparition, and then like you can't see the player, but like I can see them mousing over stuff, and I can see them highlighting their exile zone, and then they just conceded. And I was like, buddy, I'm sorry.
I believe that's called a oof.
Yeah, I've had people. That's the shame. That's the shame concede. You see it every now and then. People try and counter your
Hi,
uncounterable
Nightshade.
spell, realize it doesn't
Hello.
work. Oh, what was the? I had an absolute blowout. Okay, somebody cast they cast some big dumb 6 mana card. I forget what it was.
There's a
But
shit
they,
ton of 6 mana cards.
yeah, it was some big dumb 6 mana card, and I was like Dovin's veto, and they were like Nars. Oh, it wasn't 6 mana. It was 5 mana. They cast 5 mana to fairy in a control mirror, and I Dovin's vetoed it, which is the uncounterable counter target non-creature spell. and they played Narset's Reversal. Now, Narset's Reversal is usually very good against Dovin's Veto because it bounces the spell, it doesn't counter it, so it can beat uncounterable spell. So
Right.
Narset's reversals my Dovin's Veto, and the Dovin's Veto returns to my hand. And then he puts a copy of Dovin's Veto onto the stack, and the only legal target is his own Teferi still. So, still has to counter his Teferi, and he used his Narcissus reversal, and my Dovin's Veto is now back in my hand. Dude just 3 for none'd himself and just conceded on the spot.
There's not much else you could do at that point. So, one thing I've done to someone, and it was they conceded the moment they realized what had happened.
Yeah, happens on Brawl Arena.
Is I used liquid metal coating, targeting their forest.
Okay.
Not, mind you, this is a mono green questing beast deck.
Yeah.
I tapped liquid metal coating, I targeted their forest, and they're like, okay, it's an artifact now. I'm like, yeah. And then I cast Splinter on it.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah. I've seen that before. People call that.
And he's wondering why, like, 21 cards from his deck just got exiled.
Yeah. What was this on? Was this on...
Huh?
What client was this on?
This was in play. This is, like, in person.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's... Yeah. I've heard about that. I've never actually seen anybody do it, because it's one of those things that's like super devastating against decks that are like all one color.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What's that? There's a card called like Wake of Ashes, Wake of Destruction or something.
Yeah.
And it's like a 6 mana destroy target land spell, but then it also like surgical extracts all the lands that you destroy. Of that card.
I used to have a similar version of it in my Golgari deck, which was just the animate land instant that just makes a land a 3/3 creature.
Oh yeah, and then you do like a
Eradicate.
creature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this only hits all lands in the same play with the name. Okay, so it's only effective against lands in play. But yeah, there's a reason that cards like Surgical Extraction, Extirpate say non-land. Because getting one land destroyed and then getting surgical for all your fucking basics is just backbreaking.
Well, I mean, it's still really effective in EDH versus, like, Relentless Rats decks.
Okay, I mean, if your opponent's playing a Relentless Rats deck, you've already won the game. Like, you sit down and the game has already been decided before the game even started.
I've seen people go a little crazy. Like, once they get a little bit of steam going, if you don't Bajuka Bog them, the game's going to end shortly.
Relentless Rats, not so much. Now, Shadowborn Apostle, that one can be a little nutty.
Because then you just bring out demons.
You know, it's like a $6 common.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a $12 foil.
Yeah, it's because when you need it, you need like 40 of them. Anybody who needs a copy of Shadowborn Apostle is like being cute with Shadowborn Apostle, and they're like, yeah, I'll take 35.
Now, a really cool thing is, what the hell is that? What the heck is that card? Smothering Tithe.
Yeah, that card's a little annoying.
So I got, like, shortly after it came out, I got a foil copy of Smothering Tithe for $3 as a bulk rare.
Yeah.
And now a foil Smothering Tithe is... Actually, I haven't looked it up in a while. Where's TCG Player? There it is.
Probably like $40. Maybe 30.
Yeah. And I actually used Smothering Tithe as an example of showing a friend like how the stock market works. Yeah, the cheapest Smothering Tithe I can see right now is a lightly played for $55.
Yeah, card's insane.
Yeah.
I feel like that about a lot of cards in decks. Like, I have decks that I'm like, this is my budget deck, and people be like, your budget deck has a Wheel of Fortune, and I'm like, yeah, it's like an $8 card. I'm like, buddy, that's like a $100 card. I'm like, what? It was $8 when I picked it up. What? It was $8. I got it.
I was so mad. What card was it? Me and my buddy had budget commanders that we ran against each other, and the idea was it was like $100. It has to be worth less than $100.
Yeah.
And we even said don't count the commanders because the commander he was using was actually kind of pricey. I think it was like 30 or $40. And I'm like, he's like, I want to play this commander as a budget commander, but can we like not count the commanders? I'm like, that's fine. Even though my commanders were like, because I did paired commanders, and like they had a combined value of like $2, even for the etched foils.
Some of those were worth a lot before they got reprinted.
Yeah.
Like the black white one that costs like 3 mana. That was like a $50 card.
Yeah.
I actually kept trying to get rid of mine on cards here, but there were no takers. But whatever. Continue.
And when we actually got around to sit down and playing, this was like 2 months after we were both like done the decks. Like some set came out and for whatever reason, like 4 or 5 of my cards were now worth like $10 to $15 a piece. I'm like, great. Well, this just threw my entire deck out of fucking balance.
Yeah. Yeah, budget decks really have to be constantly maintained so that they're still budget.
Yeah. Like, look, it was budget when I made it. Okay, I can't because what I do is I add the deck on I forget what fucking site it is, but essentially it keeps a constant update on how much all the cards are worth because you can put in the version and whether they're foil or not. And like even if I tried to change the rules, I'm like, all right, can we just ignore the value if it's foil and just use the non-foil like value?
Yeah, usually when you're doing budgets, it's the lowest value of the card.
Right.
Like
That's what we try to assume. But even then, I was still like $27 over budget. I'm like, goddamn.
I went through my budget deck recently, and I had to make some decisions as to whether or not this was still a budget deck or if I was taking out cards.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
I had
And
someone.
Gimped on the mana. The mana base is like so trash in that deck because I'm like, I'm not putting any rare lands because those will always go up. Like, just not bothering.
I had someone try to tell me that my Zada budget deck, when it was still a budget deck, wasn't a budget deck because when he briberied me and looked through the deck, the card value themselves was about like $96, which he was actually pretty close. It was like 91 when I did the math. But the cases I put them in is $15 cases, and that puts it over budget.
Whatever. Buddy, I'm double sleeving all my commander decks.
Yeah.
I'm double sleeving my decks, okay? Like
I had someone try to steal my Bayou.
I used to single sleeve, but I had somebody stole a Baneslayer Angel from me one time. I think I know who it was, but I could never prove it, so. But I don't talk to that guy anymore. And this was back when Baneslayer Angel was like a $40 card.
Yeah.
Back in M10. We all had our trade binders out. And then I had a section of my trade binder that was a commander. It was basically like this section of the trade binder is not for trade. Like this is a commander deck that I'm working on, and I just set the cards there until I have enough. And then I noticed there was an empty spot in the middle of a page, and I was like, "What fucking card was this?" Like I wouldn't have had an empty spot here. And I flipped through for a while, and I was like trying to think about it. I'm like, "This was a fucking Baneslayer Angel," and like I was like, "Who did I have my trade binder out with?" Like. I thought about the people, and I was like pretty sure I knew who fucking did it, but yeah.
I did fight someone who had a very unique style, I guess you would say. What he did was he had like 10 decks worth of cards, all in the same cases. And all he would do is like, all right, well, I'm going to switch decks really quick. And he would just put, like, all the colored cards and the relevant mana colored cards back in his box. Pull out the relevant relevant lands and cards to just on the spot put a deck together. and it was just very efficient, and you know, like I'd never seen that before. Hey, Victus. Victus. Well, I mean, nothing critical is going on. So if you or Victus and Nightshade would like to do things around base or go shopping, now's the time to do it.
I still need to find the finest whiskey for Arvictus.
You do, which means you're going to the trading post.
Indeed. Was whiskey, right? Let me just double check. Whiskey, yes. Okay. Out of it.
What?
And we can do that whenever.
So I got back, and then I was wondering why no one was talking, and no one was responding to me. And then I was literally here for, I'd say, a solid minute. I had unplugged my headphones when I got out of my chair and didn't realize it.
Oof. All right. So, are you going to go to a nearby city or the trading post to try and find the strongest of alcohol?
Hmm. No. I'll go to the nearest city. Let's get the good stuff.
Get the good stuff, she says. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have found the second floor to the building.
I saw you post
What,
about it, but I haven't
bathroom?
actually seen it yet.
If you scroll to the right of the house,
Ooh.
like I just stumbled upon it when I was looking for an image for a different building, and I'm like, oh, I recognize that.
Oh my god, there's bedrooms.
They are. There's a
The
ton
stairs
of.
the stairs line up in all the right spots too.
I know. It was very exciting. So like
That's
above
immensely satisfying.
above the blacksmith area is like that's just a storeroom.
I mean, I would hope so.
Ooh.
The only way to get to these bedrooms over here is to go up to the storeroom through the blacksmith area and then walk through this hallway.
Yeah.
Or
That's where you
if
put
you're
all
in-
your reject NPCs that you don't like.
yeah, if you're in this lobby, I guess you could jump up because it's an open roof lobby. You can tell because you can see down.
Oh, these
Or
look
if you
like
could fly.
windows. Like-
Time to make them doors.
Windows made of very breakable glass.
If you notice, there's only one official bathtub in the entire house.
That's why Nash uses the fountain outside.
Huh.
Is that why there's air in it constantly, you asshole?
It's okay. Mirren cleans it.
Wait, there's a whole no. This is just a Japanesey house. Everybody uses this. This isn't a sauna. This is a standing bathroom, or standing shower room.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, what's a sauna
Hey.
now? Y'all always have the outside bathtubs.
The river.
No, this right here.
Is
the
that
roof.
what they are?
I don't know.
I don't think those are bathtubs.
It's just standing water on the roof.
It
Those
is
are
just
rooftop
standing
pools
water on
now.
the roof.
The
the
only
fuck?
thing I can think of, because it's right above the blacksmith, is it's some kind of
Yeah, that's what I'm.
old like sprinkler system.
That makes sense, actually.
You
Is
know,
it maintained or is it really stagnant, disgusting, swampy water?
I would assume that it is some kind of like just rainwater. That every time it rains, whoever's maintaining the blacksmith area would drain the current water in there, and then let the rain fill it up.
Yeah, and given that I'm highly doubtful Mirren goes onto the roof, it's probably pretty gross.
I might take the time to turn that into like an outdoor rooftop pool deck area.
You could. Uh, Either that or it's somehow like piped over to the what was supposed to be showers as well, and maybe also to these little standing pools. No, it's a very complicated home. Anyway, you are here. I cannot shift your vision because that is not the GM page.
Are you gonna travel several days to the next city to get alcohol?
Depends on how far it is.
You could go with Caloris.
So, the trading post is about a 5-day trek.
Okay.
If you wanted to instead go to a city, now remember with the rules of with rules of traveling to help people get places easier, is you only have to touch the edge of a city to be in it, and then you can exit the same day from any edge of the city. So it will only be 9 and then 10 days to reach Pildover.
I might wait for Chloris. That's a long way to just go by foot.
Oh,
You were at the trading post with Cloris when last session ended, if I recall correctly.
So in reality, it would only be...
You should just get something from the trading post.
I was gonna say, wouldn't I have just gotten it at the trading post?
You can, if something's available.
Hello, guys. So where's Sage and Joker?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was like looking at the chat because I was on a phone call. I was just looking at the chat, waiting for Sage or Joker to get in the call, and they never got it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just hang up and get into the. Are you streaming right now?
Yep.
You are? Crap, I can't say anything lewd.
You can, it just might be demonetized or removed by Twitch.
Well, don't worry. I don't have nearly enough following or activity to be monetized in the first place.
Uche.
Can't take away my pay if they don't pay me.
Alright, let's see if I can find some Arvictus-worthy whiskey.
Okay, the alchemist with like, yeah, but can humans spit water at people as a special attack? You know, that's like, there's actually, yeah, you mean blinding spittle? The spell?
I mean...
Is that actually a spell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, humans can just take a drink of something and spit it at somebody.
It's not as funny as like pocket sand though. Like pocket sand is probably like the best like innovative like attack. Like
in another campaign I'm in, there's a character who, as a rule, carries pocket sand everywhere and will use it at the first possible opportunity.
Does he look like Gale? Gale from Hank of the Hill?
Yep.
He does not.
But I feel like he gets it from that. But like, yo, pocket sand.
I'll have to ask him because I don't know if that's actually where he gets it from.
That's literally what the joke is from.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
Okay. So someone needs to know. Let me pull up I'm pulling up the post.
All right. So you were wondering if anyone at the trading post is selling alcohol.
Whiskey specifically.
All right. Go ahead and give me a percentile.
Alrighty.
Also, there is thunder outside. Goddamn. There is thunder and lightning outside, so if I randomly cut out, it's because my power did.
I found this compilation about Pocket Sand, but it still has the most important clip first. Like Iosis, this is put in general chat and not memes because you don't know what the Pocket Sand is. So this is educational content.
All right. So, you were able to find someone who just happens to be here at the most convenient time
Yes.
that has tons of different alcohols on their way to Shurima.
Oh. All
He's
right. Well,
willing to sell you some.
yes.
And because you seem so kind, at not an inflated price, because you rolled a 92.
That charisma's doing something useful. Yay! What is the best whiskey he has on hand?
He says, when you say best, do you mean the strongest, finest tasting, or just the most expensive?
Ooh. Shit, I didn't ask Arvictus. Let's see. Arvictus, what were your exact words when you told
Why-
me to get the whiskey for you?
Why is the most expensive neither the finest or the strongest?
He has to exploit royalty somehow.
Okay.
Brand name loyalty.
All
Yep.
I asked for
You-
was
you-
for you to get me some fine whiskey.
Oh,
the fine.
okay.
Not the strongest, just some fine whiskey.
Hmm. All right.
Something that's good to sip on every now and again.
Then I'm looking for the finest whiskey.
Ah, the finest. You will see him take a bottle and slowly put it back under the counter. So you don't want the strongest.
No. What I'm looking for is something to occasionally sip on, in good taste, in excellent company.
Ah.
Well respected, well tasting, and just a very pleasant time all around.
Hey, we'll ask you, is there a... Are you buying this for yourself or for someone else?
Well, the intention is to buy it for a good friend.
Say,
But
would
to be honest,
you-
I may end up buying some for myself as well.
He will say, do you consider yourself and your friend good or more evil?
Evil for sure.
Probably more good?
Ah. Damn it. I always mix these up.
I wasn't prepared for whiskey interrogation. This is kind of cool.
Good. Okay. That means you will be looking for a chromatic dragon wine or dragon whiskey.
Ooh. Sounds pretty fine.
As you see, there can be a bit adverse effects if one is evil and drinks chromatic whiskey, or good and drinks metallic whiskey.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, chromatic is evil, metallic is good. Okay. So, with that being said, this finest whiskey is 250 gold per bottle.
Wow. Wow.
He'll say you're buying this at 2 gold per serving.
Alrighty.
Now, what you choose to sell it at is up to you.
I
Or if-
can't quite remember. What's the the platinum to gold breakdown? Is it one
1 to 10.
platinum to 10? Okay.
Yeah.
If you buy me a case of that, your character will be reimbursed.
Well, this is a bottle, not a case. A
Well,
case has
I
10
know
bottles.
So a case is there a discount for a case?
He said, if you buy a case, I will give it to you for 2,250 gold. That is a 200. You will be getting 1 bottle for free.
You have it. Can I get 2 cases of this, please?
So you wish to have 2 total bottles free?
Yes, please.
I see no reason to say no. It seems like a good deal. That would be 4,500 gold.
You, sir, have a deal.
And he will gesture to his cart, pointing at 2 crates on it.
Okay. Can I, before I actually hand over the money, can I roll a, some kind of check to make sure that what he's selling is legitimate?
Well, you can either appraise the wine, or you can sense motive him.
I'm gonna sense motive him.
Yep, everything seems in order.
All right.
Just some bootleg shit.
Let's see. All right, seems legit. Sure.
Each crate weighs 30 pounds, if it matters.
It's going right in the bag of holding. That's fine.
Yep. And away it goes.
Otherwise, I probably couldn't carry it back. I would like to try one of them before I. Well, no. We're just gonna see how this goes. What is this? What is this fine man's name? Because I'm very
All right,
interested in
Chloris
his
2,
alcoholism.
making me generate names for people.
Sir, you should be used to this by now.
Yeah, no. Should have known it was coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hey, I spent like 3 hours of services time like trying to make my own like town.
In
Take
which
too
you
many
still
notes for
can.
him to not have names.
Huh? What did you say, Cerberus?
I said, which you still can.
I know. I'm like, okay.
Just talk to every NPC in a town and just ask them their name. Nothing else.
That town would just bizarrely start to ignore you.
Funnily enough, there's only 5 residents because there's like I think we have 4 guards. There's 5 guards.
There are 6 guards at this trading post.
So is that including Jihan or
No.
Okay, so we got 6 guards in Jihan.
Well, I'll have to tell you about what I did when I played a druid in Cerberus's campaign, the last one that I was in, where I basically took my unicorn and myself and I made a hollowed area of nothing but awakened animals.
Yep.
And it just got progressively more ridiculous.
Don't forget about your cat that you awakened at first.
Well, yeah, that's what started it.
Oh yeah, when you're done with the alcohol, Chloris is going to pop up and it's going to talk to you about, what you're looking for. If you do tell her, you may understand, you will get context to everything.
Hopefully I haven't been scammed out of money, but I guess we'll find out.
It's only 4,500 gold.
It's fine.
Whenever I sign a name, I have to assign a picture to it as well, or else I lose track of them. And when you tell, hey, what's up? I'm trying to find this person. I'm like, who's that?
Okay. Okay. Let me okay. What's his name?
Hold on. takes a second to upload the picture and put his name on there, and then put the picture on there, and then
Making a whole NPC on the fly. But no, I'm gonna ask him like his name because I'm suddenly really interested in alcohol.
all right, we're gonna put him next to this shop.
So I'm gonna ask him like, does he come through here? Does he come through here to get to Shurima pretty frequently?
There we go. All right. He will say that his name is Kagu.
Excellent. And does Kagu run through here pretty frequently? Because I'm a little new myself, so I wouldn't know this.
He'll say he comes through every so often, as this has become quite the spot to stop at between Pildover and Shurima.
Excellent.
He'll say it also serves as a pretty good landmark to turn before reaching Ixodal's borders.
Alright, I'm back. What I missed?
Everyone's
Nothing.
dead.
Damn. Sucks for them.
Alrighty. Alright. I'm just gonna tell him thank you very much for your wonderful recommendation, and I will keep an eye out whenever I come here, and I'll probably end up buying more alcohol to just try.
This looks
He'll
like a
say, well, surely you can't ask for my name and not give me yours.
Of course. And I'm gonna hold out my hand. I'm assuming I've paid him at this point, and I'm gonna hold out my hand and go, "My name is Iosis Nightshade, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
When you hold out your hand, he will put a glass of clear liquid in it, holding up a similar one, and he'll say, "For me, when meeting new friends, we toast. With, of course, the strongest alcohol I have."
No.
There's drugs and alcohol.
I don't know. She's around friends, so it's hard to believe it's anything shady.
I'm just checking something.
Never, bro. I don't care if it's the Middle Ages. You still don't trust a random NPC. You don't trust a girl. Does not trust a random guy who gives her alcohol.
Cloris, can you see how cute he was? He wouldn't do anything crazy.
Let me see. I'm not on my.
Sense mode of the DM statement.
Oh boy, shit. Let me put on some. Put a piece of clothing on and get onto the Roll20.
Of course. What better way to make new friends than to indulge in their traditions? I'm just gonna kind of shuffle, make sure I've got everything in order because I don't always do this. Out of curiosity, what kind of alcohol is this?
He'll say that it has several names, but most call it dragon water. And mind, this is like a 1 ounce shot glass of it.
Okay.
Dragon water, but you didn't give the dragon any dragon water.
Was I able to see him pour it when he poured it?
No.
All right. I'm gonna
Sense motive.
Well, yeah, it'll be the first thing I do is sense motive, to see if he is trying to essentially poison me or get away with something sneaky.
I mean, would you poison someone who just paid you?
You might.
Yes.
He wanted the rest of my money. Yeah, I don't know shit.
You sense only friendly intentions.
All right.
Do I see Iosis?
You're 10 feet away from her, so yeah.
Cloris will be like, "Yo, what are you drinking?" By the way, can you blow up the NPC I hacked so I can see him?
I'm gonna turn around. Chloris, I have made a new friend. This is Kagu, and you said it was Dragon Water servers.
Dragon water, cool. What's?
Wait, dragon water?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, that's literally piss.
I don't know that.
Wait.
Chloris, do you know that?
Let me wait.
Chloris, would you like to join us in our little toast to some new friendship?
The NPC will say, I am Kagu. What is your name? Are you muted, Cloris?
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah.
You must have swapped. The NPC will say, I am Kagu. What is your name, friend?
Friend. So, does this look like a dragon type guy?
Yes. Girl. If you didn't notice, boobs.
Dragon. Oh, it was quick. I got
You've been saying he.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. That was before this was the first picture I found.
Okay. Whatever. All right. Chloris is like, oh, hello, friend. What are you selling?
I primarily sell alcohol.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Rectus did want alcohol.
I
But
got
what are you
some.
what are you drinking now?
So this is a specialty I make called dragon water.
Would Chloris know a dragon water? Or she get a +2 to the chat?
You wouldn't know what it is because very few people make it.
I wouldn't.
Mm-mm. You could do a knowledge local to see if you recognize the name.
A knowledge local for a draconic
Drink.
drink.
Just because it's named something draconic doesn't mean it has to do with something draconic.
All right, I can't roll now.
I mean, Fireball whiskey isn't actually made out of fireballs.
Oh, hey, Sage is here! Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
I messaged you about that thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, regardless, Chloris, you don't have to join us. I just thought it'd be, if you wanted to, you're more than welcome.
Well, I mean, I don't want to more or less intrude, but I just want.
Kago will say, your friend would like a drink too? And would reach underneath of his cart, pull up another 1 ounce shot glass, pull up the clear bottle you saw Kagu offer at first, and pour just 1 ounce of it into that shot glass.
But Chloris is like, well, I actually can't drink right now because I have to watch somebody at home.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. May I take this for later?
She'll say that these are kind of my friendship glasses. So
Friendship glasses.
Friendship glasses?
this is, don't worry, this alcohol doesn't necessarily get you drunk.
It doesn't?
I don't know that I believe it. Considering this is the strongest alcohol, I don't know.
Chloris will do okay. If Chloris will, since she is she looks like a dragon friend, she will more likely believe her, but she still have to do sense mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll badly.
Man, don't y'all get caught in a dark alley, because
You know, this character cannot make sense motive checks to save her life.
you gotta have a weakness somewhere.
Yeah. Chloris will like, well, if it okay. Are you sure? Because I don't drink that much.
She says, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay. Because you. Alright.
This occurred to me. Chorus is our DD.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take it. As she grabs it.
Cheers to new friendship.
Cheers!
And I will toast with Kagu and down my glass.
Kagu will also.
There's no magical aura coming from that glass, right?
Too late. I've downed my glass.
Not necessarily. Kagu will also down her glass. Glorious?
I mean, I will, but I mean, you like I would know that before downing it.
You would.
So it's a no. Okay.
No, you do sense a slight aura from the glass,
What?
like from the liquid in it.
Can I do a spellcraft?
Does it? Can you spellcraft on something that's not a spell?
I mean, isn't it a spell? That's making the magic.
You just see that the whatever liquid is in the glass is magical.
So if detect magic detects that it's magical, you can use spellcraft on it. All that reveals is the school of magic.
Yeah.
If there's an active spell, you can use spellcraft to determine what the active spell is, usually because you're able to see by the effects of the spell what spell it is.
That's why I was like, if there's no like distinct spell on it, then yeah, that's why I was confused about.
You can roll spellcraft.
Alrighty.
It would be in the evocation class.
Oh boy.
Evocation. Well, bottoms up.
As you put the glass to your lips because you've hesitated so much, after Kagu and Iosis have both downed it, you will feel two small shockwaves. One come from Iosis and one come from Kagu. Iosis, you would feel kind of a burning on the inside of you, but your energy resistance shrugs it off.
Okay. Would I know what kind it was?
It was fire.
Okay. Just a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We look at Kagu. That was an excellent shot.
And Kagu would just open up her mouth, and a small amount of fire would come out. It's always good to make new friends.
I'm gonna hand back the shot glass to Kagu, and kind of do another handshake, grinning like I cannot wait to see you around here more often.
Cloris, would you like to still drink it?
Yeah, Cloris still drank it. So.
All right. So Cloris will take 7 fire damage.
Is that like a spell resistant effect?
You can't use your spell resistance against it.
You can't? Okay. Okay, 7 fire damage, alright.
Alright, that's basically all I came here to do.
Okay.
And the same shockwave will come off of Cloris, albeit slightly later.
That's why it's called that. Okay. As she gives Kagu the glass back and thanks him.
Kagu say yes. This can only ever be carried in very small quantities.
Based on the slight side effect, I'm assuming it's because it if there's too much of it, some issues occur.
Oh, he'll say yes. She'll say yes. This is a highly volatile substance if carried in anything more than just 2 ounce vials.
So what I'm hearing is this is a very volatile Molotov cocktail.
She would say yes,
It's
but
a Molotov cocktail.
um, uh, uh.
Chloris is going to then say, "So, Mate Shade, what did you want to get from here?"
Oh, don't worry about it. I've already completed my objective. Don't worry.
You okay? I mean that's all. All right.
Yep.
Chloris will just fly over to Jihan instead, and say, "Hey, Jihan,
Yes.
where do you and your guards live?"
He'll say that we have tents that we set up.
How about we build you a house for you and the guards to live in?
He'll say as long as we can all live there. I'd hate to be the only one with a house.
Yeah, like out of character, I'm building him a grand house. We're building him a grand house.
Woo!
So, technically speaking, you could fit 5 more guards in there.
He'll say yes, but we'd have to hire 5 more guards.
Cloris is going to put her hand around Jihan's shoulder and be like, "Hey, I think you've been doing a wonderful job with the trading post, by the way. But I'm thinking we may need to expand a bit more."
Well, how would you like to do that?
Well, I'm thinking we should get an accountant.
What's an accountant?
They existed back then, right?
Doesn't mean you
Yes.
know about them.
Correct.
They didn't?
He
No,
doesn't know
they
what-
existed.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean someone knows about them.
All right. Okay. So he's
That's a royal thing. He was just a knight.
okay.
Accountants aren't necessarily royal things.
Right.
They are more of a guild merchant thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To him, the only person that handles
the issue
finances.
being is that there are people in the modern day that don't know what accountants are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In the
Chloris
biz, we call those people stupid.
Chloris will say, "You know what? I'm thinking we could expand and have people actually not just walk by, but actually live around in the future."
He'll say that's a lot of work.
Don't worry, you don't have to do all the work yourself. But still, I just wanted to tell you my plans. So I kind of am thinking about building up a couple houses, and getting building up a couple houses, maybe getting some farmers here first, then and then we could have a fighting arena here, which will attract strong people here, etc. We can hire some of them, and once everything is done, and once we get the merchants to live here, then I can do my real and then Cloris thinks to herself, I can do my real plan.
Take over the world?
I can have my own library close to my base.
A library? I second that, as I just skip up next to you, Cloris.
Yeah. I mean, I want to build a grand library here, but I need I need very smart people to want to live here.
He'll say, well, what about the library in Shurima?
Is there a good library in Shurima?
So
Flores
yeah,
will.
it's renowned.
Wait, yeah, but I'm going to make a better one. All right. All right. Flores will pull Ayosa to the side and say, "Well, who is from Shurima."
Yeah, that just means I can't take you if I want to go snooping through the library.
Yeah, but funnily enough, I think the library is renowned. You don't just let anyone in. Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
You have to sneak in there. The only reason why I was allowed in was because I knew I was the guy's fiance, aka. So.
Don't worry about it. I think I've got an idea.
So,
I'll figure out.
Couldn't you just introduce your friend to your fiance?
Oh, maybe not. Let's not.
Gian doesn't hear this. I walked away.
Oh, okay. You could literally just talk in almost any other language.
Yeah, I mean, true, but like, I just walked away from a couple of people, and I was like, okay, I'll say, hey, yeah. Flores will just look at you and say, as long as you don't disguise yourself as me, I'm all right.
Why?
Hmm?
Why would I do that? I can't think of a worse way to cause a ridiculous amount of trouble for you. That's something Nash would do. That's not something I would do.
Sorry, I'm just so used to trouble. I just feel like I just have to, make sure you ain't. That's not the plan you're going for.
No. I assure you that my methods of getting into a library do not involve impersonating you.
Okay.
Why does this traveling alcohol merchant have a shovel?
Don't worry about it.
Anyways,
It's for burying people.
Anyway,
I mean, if they can't hold their friendship shot, he's got to do something with the body.
that is true.
Damn it, the poison didn't kill him again. Fuck.
So Flores will go over to Okay. How long does it take to make a grand house again? Cerberus?
I have to pull that back up.
Like a month or something?
Buildings. This is 4E, not 3.5.
Well, how
There
long
we go.
do you think I should?
So a grand house, which is 5,000. Which is a house that's made for 4 to 10 people and is made of wood with thatched roof or thatched roof. Takes about 2 months to make.
2 months?
Thatched roofs. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, the first not thatched thing is a mansion, which is a
100,000.
10 to 20 room residence with 3 stories and is made of wood and brick and a slate roof.
All right. I mean, this shit sounds good.
But that's 100,000 gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Never mind. This game is stupid.
A grand house is only 5 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it ain't a tent. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it ain't a tent.
You know.
I'm just saying, thatched roofs? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it is a step up from a tent.
Right. I mean, I can't help. That's how it, I mean, that's how the buildings work. Unless Cerberus wants to add more building options.
I mean, I can work with Priam, and we can. I'm sure there's more extensive building options.
Yeah.
So if you have a thatched roof, like the first storm that hits your house, you're gonna have to have a new thatched roof.
I mean, at the same time, this is like the Middle Ages when that happened, and they probably just did that, dealt with that. Just being honest.
Middle Ages. We have a robot at our base.
Hey, Cerberus, what he sent you was not approved. It's the mimic creature from the monster manual that I said you should let him do,
Ah,
not the zero racial hit dice, zero LA, random nonsense. This is a mimic thing from 5th edition because 5th edition doesn't do races very well.
I mean, at the same time,
It does them for 5th edition.
I mean, yeah, but like at the same point, that's from like the more future-ish area, anyways.
right.
So, yeah, I feel like every area is
All
kind
right,
of.
all right. Well, even in the Middle Ages, we had the technology to make wooden roofs.
We did,
Yeah,
but
and it was more expensive.
yeah.
It required nails or efficient uh, highly skilled carpentry.
I'm just wondering
in
why
place of nails.
it goes from thatched roof to fucking mansion, and there's no in
Slate.
between.
Yeah, there's no in between.
Because D&D 3.5 wasn't prepared for people to make infrastructure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. That isn't part of the game in any edition of D&D. It isn't designed to be part of the game. That's something that the DM and the players will come up with when they come across it. There's room in D&D for the DM and the players to come up with their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Well, in that
I mean-
case, we should attempt to come up with something better than thatched roof. Because as
Well,
soon as there's a storm, we're gonna have to replace the roofs, like every time.
mean, I
No.
said,
That's
Yeah.
not what thatched roofs are.
They
You
suck.
have a horrible misunderstanding of what thatched roofs are. I think you just don't know what thatched roofs are.
They're made of like straw, basically.
To give you an idea here, let me show you this.
I'm looking at pictures of thatched roofs. I know what they are.
Ah,
I mean,
now, yeah, if it's a tornado or a hurricane,
yeah.
but this it's essentially what she's building.
Have some thatched roofs that exist in modern houses. Thatched roofing exists for a reason.
Look,
It's not terrible roofing material. It's rather thick and it's built in insulation. A lot easier to produce than wooden roofing. And you don't have to do shingles or tiles.
Now, Cloris, there's an alternative to building to building these.
And it's not as though it's just laid on there, as though it were like you just harvested straw from the fields and then tossed it on your roof. That's not thatched roofing. It's basically sealed together, basically with mud to create an adhesive so that it sticks together.
yeah, I know it's not fucking just straw thrown on top of the thing. I don't know. My understanding of it is that it's not particularly durable.
And it's easily replaced.
I mean, I didn't have an issue with the thatched roof because I thought it made sense.
If you don't have an issue with it, just go with it.
I mean, yeah, I didn't. If I want a more sturdy
No,
material,
Glorious.
you know, keep in mind, yes.
You could always buy a bunch of these.
Excuse me, you're cutting out.
So you could always buy a bunch of these.
You cut out. Service.
Said you can always buy a bunch of these.
What are those again?
It's an item called an Instant Fortress.
Oh, an instant fortress.
Oh god, that.
How much does this cost?
They cost 55 grand. And this metal cube is small, but when activated by speaking the command word, it grows to form a tower 20 feet high or 20 feet square and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on the side and a battle mount on top of it. The metal walls extend 10 feet into the ground, rooting into the spot, preventing it from being tipped over. The fortress has a small door that opens only at the command word of the owner of the fortress. Even a knock spell can't open it. The adamantine walls of the instant fortress have 100 hit points, 20 hardness, and the fortress cannot be repaired except by a wish or a miracle, which restores 50 points.
I think I'm good.
The fortress springs up in just one round, with the door facing the device's owner. The door opens and closes instantly at the command, and people and creatures nearby, except the owner, must be careful not to be caught in the fortress's sudden growth. Anyone's... I'm not reading the rest of that because then Nash is going to want to buy them.
I already kind of just oh no, I looked it up. I was like, well, but I could just build a couple houses, instead. Because,
I think the thatched roof house will be sufficient for what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, I think it is. Like this was supposed to be like a simple like 5-minute, like 2-minute thing. With the because it's like it's $5 grand on the house. It's 2 months to build. Okay. I feel okay. Okay. Let me write down some notes real quick. Okay. Only thing Flores needs to do is inspect the land outside of the trading post.
Right.
For farmers. So farmers can move in. So I need to do that. I'm building this house. This is like the guard house, and eventually you let me upgrade that to like the guard tower, right?
Yeah, so you can always
upgrade it. Yeah, okay. Isn't that like 75,000 gold?
For what? For which one?
The tower. That was like 75, right?
The tower is 50,000. If you're building the building,
okay.
If you want the instant fortress, it's 55,000. But you get a tower made of adamantine instead of stone.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it's just permanent until you deactivate it, right?
Yep.
And I'm not even sure, like, the instant fortress can hold as many people as the other tower, anyways.
Well, it is. That big and 30 feet tall.
I mean, Isn't like a regular tower kind of bigger, like bigger?
Regular tower, you could probably build it as big as you want, but 20 feet in diameter and 30 feet high is essentially
Yeah.
3 floors.
Yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, but yeah, for now, I'm just let's just do the grand house, like you know, we can get that built, you know. That should be that should be not so bad. Um, so um, and I guess I'll add in a few more quests for exclusive Chloris. And okay. Let me expect the land outside real quick. Chloris is just going to should I do knowledge nature on that?
On what?
Land outside trading post.
Sure.
All right. So would I know what crops would be best to grow there?
Do, 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 do. Yes, the crops that seem to be the best to grow.
All right.
Seems like it would be beans and corn.
Wait, that's it? I can't grow anything else? I can't even grow wheat?
Seems like you'd have to cultivate it a bit more outside before you could grow anything else.
I mean, cultivate what?
The land.
Oh. How long is that going to take?
Depends on how many people you hire. And depends on how many acres you would like to cultivate.
Okay, I mean, what's like a good, like, ratio? Or are we going to have to roll for that?
So beans and corn are your best crops. You can grow anything, but beans and corn will grow best.
Whoa. What kind of land is this where I can't grow potatoes, but I can grow beans and corn?
Look, I'm looking at
I
a
was
random chart,
This
all
don't
right?
make no sense, alright?
Yeah, it really doesn't. Like, honestly, I'm surprised we can't
Just
grow
throw
wheat.
potatoes in there. No, wheat. Well,
Bruh.
throw
You're
potatoes in there. Potatoes grow everywhere.
Yeah, potato. Yeah, honestly, definitely if it has beans there, potatoes should be beans and potatoes and onions should be able to grow there.
Look,
But
I'm
like,
looking at a chart, and that's what you rolled, all right?
Listen, I don't know too much about the soil requirements for various vegetables, but I know that
It's magical
potatoes
soil,
can
okay?
fucking grow everywhere. Who fucking magified the soil? What wizard came over and was like, yes, time to magic up this soil so that only these two specific things will grow here?
I didn't say they were the only
Very
things that could grow
spiteful.
there. I said anything can grow there, but beans and corn will grow best.
bro, we're about to invent. We're about to have the best fucking popcorn in all the land.
I mean, corn's really useful.
Yeah, that is. We're about to have the first movie theater in this trading post and sell popcorn.
I'm 100% on board for this.
Yo.
Popcorn can be made into fuel.
Are we gonna start the Industrial Revolution?
We already no. We're late on that.
Yes.
No, we're not. Someone already did it.
No, that's the thing. They used science to make war forges. There's a difference. We're gonna make napalm bombs. We're gonna make diesel.
We make diesel. All right. So beans and corn. All right. Is there like okay? Is it just everything else is hard? Is it just one thing, or it's just like It's like it's okay. Is it like a tier list? Like beans and corn are S tier and everything else is like B tier, or is it like I don't know.
Wow, for the druid, it sounds
I have a
it
30.
sure sounds like a shit lot of you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I mean, it's like, well, I mean, like I said, I got 31 nature check, but apparently I only beans and corn. I don't even know how good the other crops grow.
Look, I didn't break it down that much. All right.
Yeah, he really didn't. So that's why I'm asking these questions. Is it like if I try to grow wheat, it's gonna just suck ass, or is it like
One of my birds just pulled out one of its feathers. That was weird to watch.
Well, he said that the two crops he listed would grow best, but you could grow just about anything here.
yeah, exactly? But it's like how much effort is it like that far in between?
Let's put it this way.
So let me ask some servers.
There's certain types of nutrients in the soils.
No,
It's just that it has a higher concentration of ones for those two specific crops that would make them do best. All the others would grow normally.
Yeah, okay.
Is it like that?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, is it just that everything else is going to like really be bad? I just didn't have no comparison. So, okay.
Yeah.
Corn would have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay.
Corn would basically have a healthier, like while most crops would be healthy, those would just have more nutrients and be healthier crops.
We're about to make the best.
Be a heartier
popcorn.
harvest.
We're about to have the best goddamn corn in all the land out here.
Number one export, popcorn.
Question. Are we doing popcorn or are we also doing Mexican corn?
We're doing all types of corn. Like I said, we're going to be known for our corn here.
Literally, people come in just for the Mexican street corn.
Gotta make some creamed corn too.
We're going to get some bards here, and we're gonna have our own theater, and we're gonna have the best goddamn popcorn to watch at the theater. What?
Hey, we can make high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, we also got beans. Like, you know how integral beans are? Like, we could make like, and he said beans. He said so all beans. All beans. That's, you don't know how extensive that is. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, green pigeon.
I'm really excited over these beans and corn.
Green beans.
I'm not really a huge fan of most beans.
It's
alright.
I love beans.
Like I love like string beans and green beans, but most of the other beans.
Oh, I started eating a lot more vegan food, so I just like all beans now. Just great. Alright. So,
Me and the boys up at 2 a.m. looking for
Get some meat.
huh?
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, yo, okay. So what cultivation, can I just do plant grow? Can I just cast a spell plant grow for something somewhere? I am a druid. I could just work it out.
You can.
Yeah. I'll just do it like anytime I'm here. I would just enrich because I do have and like plant growth does have enrichment. Plant growth. This effect targets plants within a range of 1.5 miles, 1/2 mile, raising the potential productivity over the course of the next year to 1/3 above normal. All right, All right, like I'm just saying,
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm not against it.
We're going to. Okay, I found out what Cloris's main purpose is. I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna be posting in memes something I just saw on Facebook that just makes me laugh.
Oh yeah, so all right. So Cloris is going to Ask Jihan if if him or one of the guards can kind of section off like two, like a few acres of the land off, because those I think are just going to be the beans and corn for now.
So, I just posted pictures, and top one is what I first saw in red, thinking it was just the complete picture, and then I clicked on it. Anyways, corns and beans.
Yeah.
I mean, we should definitely get other crops in there to help
I mean, we that's
get
not
more
gonna be
nutrients. for
Rather
the-
than sectioning off land, we should just advertise that we're selling some of our land as farmland.
I mean, I
Is
was
it
saying.
ours to sell?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
no, it is. It's
Okay.
under our control.
Yeah, no. I'm sectioning this off because it's like I have to cultivate parts of the other ones. Like this can just be corn and beans for now.
Who's gonna maintain these crops?
That is a good point.
Bro, like I said section this off so it's ready in case I get a farmer who wants to actually farm here.
Right. But
Or,
like,
who's
who's gonna
one?
touch the land if we don't section it off? I just think this is more work than it needs to be.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, okay, so you want to section off this land, right?
Yeah.
So what happens if you don't do that?
I mean, I was just saying we could just keep that because I was only going to have like a couple of things because I can't do everything today. So I thought I could section this part off today because we still need to cultivate the land for other crops at the same time.
We don't need to section off or cultivate any of it. Just sell the land to some farmers. The farmers will come and do that themselves.
But I could have it prepared.
Well, no, you let the farmers prepare it
know.
for them.
I mean, yeah.
So,
I mean, I know I could. I know
because
the
farmers
do it
would.
themselves, but I'm just saying that it'll be a better selling point that hey, it's already cultivated. It just needs someone to grow it.
I don't know. I mean, like, you could do that, and then we could leave, and then we could come back, and there could be slivers living on that land, and it's all ruined, and you just have to do it again. I think you're just making more work for yourself than you need to.
I mean, this is just role play for the day. Like that's I'm just sectioning off these two parts of the land right now. I'm not doing everything, else. I'm just like because I didn't want already. I mean, okay. I mean, because I was thinking I was gonna need at least 6 to 7 farmers at the same time. This just to start things off, anyways. I mean, and I thought I could just help cultivate it because, I have druid spells that help with plant productivity. So, I mean, because I'm a druid. But, okay.
You can.
Yeah, I was just trying to make it easier for because I'm trying to say, hell, it's better to work here than in the country you live in.
Hey, Cerberus.
Hmm.
The
Bam.
thing you pinned in the
What do you mean
announcement
by
is
bam?
wrong.
Little orange circle. That's farmland right there.
The dashboard my page is pinned wrong.
How's
The
it?
link is at least
How many acres?
because it just takes you to because it
Fuck
takes the
ton?
person who clicks on it to their own.
A fuck ton?
Oh,
I
damn.
mean, yeah, but we're not using that much farmland right now. Like, we can't we're not cultivating everything at the moment. We're just cultivating enough for maybe 6 farmers. Because I don't got the money to just do a whole crap ton of farm.
Well, no, that's why he's saying we sell off the rights to farm that land.
Instead of doing any of that. We just have farmers come in and do it themselves.
And they'll pay us either with money or with crops.
I mean,
Like,
they
we
are
take
gonna-
part of the
they're-
harvest.
And they're going to pay us anyways. Like, I mean,
You can
Well, no, no.
you can charge
There's
them
a
a land
difference here.
tax.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is
yeah, we're
there's a
going to
difference here,
charge-
Amy.
Yeah, that's why I was sectioning off certain
If
parts
you
of
want
it.
someone to come in, we're basically going to have to pay them to farm the land for us. If we sell them the right to farm it, we can charge them. There's a difference.
I mean,
One of them, we're losing money. The other, we're gaining money.
like, we're going to have to, like, I mean, unless they, like, the only thing I'm going to spend on is probably building the house on there. That's about it. And which you'll have to pay me back for anyways, so I'm getting money back.
Yeah, but you're breaking even. That's it. We're talking about
Yeah, but like I haven't even
More
gotten
than that.
we haven't even gotten to land taxing. I was just cultivating to see what grows best there. I haven't even gotten to that point yet. I mean, yeah, there's going to be like certain, yeah, there's going to be taxes. But yeah, there's going to be taxes, but like, I was debating if farmers don't get land tax, though, at the same time. You get property tax, though. But yeah, I mean, okay, all right. I'll just do this later, though. But yeah, like I was just like I said, I was just trying to section off a few places that was going to have like beans and corn, I guess. But and I'll just do everything else later. Yeah.
It's up to you guys. These are chill sessions for you to catch up on or buy or start a new quest or
All like honestly speaking, all Chorus is going to do is either think about this like land thing or buy items from the trading post and like take care and babysit Gut for the most part. Oh yeah. Okay, this session. Okay, how wait, is there any like thing anyone else needed to do right now?
On this day, I don't think so.
Not at the trading post. I do want to go back and give our Victus his new whiskey at some point.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, but oh yeah, I can tell Ios is okay. But yeah, she's like, yo, if I build up the trading post and make it like a great place to live, that means like the wizards and everyone who like libraries would want to live here, meaning that we could have the best library.
I mean, I'm all for playing City Simulator.
just let
By the way, let me like on the like okay. Okay, by the way, out of character, Jihan deserves a raise. Like, he has managed to not be corrupt for money the whole time.
Mhm.
He only pays himself like 10 gold a month.
He's also
That's not
probably
okay.
scared of Lupin.
That's not okay?
Should be paid more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Jihan needs a raise. Get all this money from the trading post and like, you know, since he's not actually qualified, okay. So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking we get someone who knows how to actually section off the money in a sense. When we build up the guard tower, Jihan can be the head of the guard. You know, we put like a training hall. Let me see if I have like my notes. Let me see. I wrote down some notes about what to do.
I mean, I was thinking of a couple things to do. Help
Okay.
wanted fines.
Okay, let me bring up all of my notes. Okay. So here we got the basic so here's the thing. Before we even like launch it, you know, we needed, you know, we need the basic buildings like the bathhouses, the hospitals, schools, etc. Like those.
Here, Victus, does that one work?
What do you mean? Oh, let me check.
We need, you know, we probably need someone to be like to be a mayor for the trading post.
Where the hell did you just put that, Cerberus?
Announcements.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so here was like my idea for like, so here's the thing. I want to bring I want the merchants to live here, but if we don't have like enough traction to make it worth it, I was going to have the merchants live here technically last because it's like, since they already come and use our trading post, that's good enough for now. So like the whole point is to build up the area around it. So then it's like merchants will want to be here permanently. And the way I was thinking is we could have a dueling square where like strong like adventurers come, and if they win the tournament, they get a cash reward. But they will probably want to have better items, which the merchant will have. Yes. So it's like there's this dueling square, and okay. Since we have the best goddamn corn, now we could have a theater where we advertise eating the popcorn at. We could have a theater. I'm sorry, I'm so excited.
Hang on, there's actually something to this. We could actually make this work.
Exactly. It actually, you know, and then it's like, of course, we cannot like really invite anyone. Okay. The buildings we have to have here is we have to have some farmers here with their commoner wives and children. But okay, before like we can say anything, we have to have an inn. No one. Okay. I don't care if you don't have an inn. No one wants to live here. All right, without an inn. Like, you know, it's like the most integral thing. Like, if it would. We need the bathhouses, we need the hospitals, we need the.
It sounds expensive.
I mean, that's like 1,000. You're just spending 1,000 on the buildings for now. We're gonna level them up later. We're level them up later, all right? So it's like I'll spend 10 to 20 grand on the basic buildings plus farmers, and then work from there.
Oh, that's kind of annoying.
We'll have to actually properly plot this out.
I mean, like I said, I'm plotting this out. If I keep in mind, like, if no one helps me out, I'll just take all the tax money. You know, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm the one doing all the thinking on it. But for now, Jihan gets a house. All right, because he deserves a house.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yes. I just wish I had a lyre building, and I could have just built it like way faster.
If you can make the perform check.
It's actually a downgrade in terms of shield.
You could just buy a lyre building.
Lyre building has a perform check?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not talking them in that, remember? I'm talking the
I don't see a perform check on it.
So I'm actually not going to give you
It says, yeah, this is for proper quarter struck. A single use of the lyre negates any attacks made against all inanimate construction.